I gotta put some sunscreen on today because I got absolutely fried yesterday when I was riding. My arms are so burnt right now. So, you know, we're out here in grizzly bear country, and I hear people say things like you gotta hang your food. You shouldn't even have like lip balm because bears can smell this. But what about sunscreen? Nobody mentions sunscreen. Can they smell sunscreen? Because I'm like lathering myself in sunscreen right now. Does that mean tonight if I don't wash the sunscreen off, a bear can smell me from like a mile away? I don't know. Nobody says. I hope not. And sunscreen smells terrible, frankly. I hate the smell of sunscreen. You'd think we have, you know, rose scented shampoos and all these sorts of things. Why can't they make sunscreen smell good? It smells like shit. Ugh. Anyways. It's day 7 of my bike tour, so this will be 1 week that I've been out on the road. Haven't seen any bears yet. I've had 1 shower. Doing pretty well. So I'm back on the main road now, heading into town, the town of Libby, Montana. It's a Sunday, so I hope things are open because I'm hungry and I have like no food. I have a little bit of oatmeal, a few dates, and that's about it. So I need to stock up on food here in town. Yeah. Like when I've bicycle toured through other parts of the world, a lot of shops and supermarkets and things are closed on Sunday, so you had to plan ahead of time and carry extra food for a Sunday. So today's Sunday, and hopefully things are not closed, because if they are, I'm gonna be starving for the next 2 days. So I'm biking out of Libby, Montana right now. I just stopped at the supermarket there and bought $25 worth of food. I got some sandwiches. I got some more dates to eat. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got some Powerade and I'm on my way. So small little town, not much there, but just enough to get me fueled up for the rest of my journey here. Here comes the end. Bye-bye, train. That was cool. Biking right along this road, which goes along a railway, which goes along a river.
It's pretty nice. So I've gone 47 miles for today, and off to my right here is Bull Lake, which there is a campground on the other side of the lake that I could stay at tonight, but I looked it up on the internet and it's $16 for essentially the same thing that I got last night, but for free. So I don't want to pay $16 just to camp in my tent. So I'm gonna go another 5 miles or so down to the national forest land up here. Like right now I'm cycling through all this private land. So I'm gonna go up to the national forest and camp for free in the forest. So I've gone 51 miles today, which is really all I ever planned on cycling, and I could pitch my tent right now somewhere right here in the national forest. That being said, tomorrow the weather report says rain, rain, rain all day long. So I'm kind of thinking of cycling for maybe another hour and just getting as far down this road as I can in that time. And that may be another hour and a half less that I have to cycle tomorrow, potentially in the rain. I think I'm gonna cycle just a little further. It's still daylight for another 3 hours or so, but because I'm camping in the forest, I want to pitch my tent early. I don't want to be trying to do this just as it's getting dark or something. And I want to make food away from my camp, so I need some time. But maybe 1 more hour of cycling and then I'll be good. I think I'm going to go into the trees right here. National Forest access, Dry Creek. Perfect. So you can see off to my right there, that looks like a little hill where people shoot guns into the hillside. And just up this road, I heard what sounded like an elk calling. So I'm a little on guard just to know that there are some animals back here. Alright, I think I found my home for tonight. It's just this little tiny pullout on the side of the road. I don't usually like to camp this close to the road, but I just don't feel like pushing my bike back in the bushes. There's a big pile of deer shit right here. That's a good sign. And there's a little campfire that somebody had over here. There's my bike. And I went 55.5 miles today, 55.5. Good number. So I'm going to set up my tent and eat some food. Yay! So I've gone about I don't know, 2/10 of a mile down the road from my campsite. I'm just gonna make some food here. I got sandwiches again, yay! And I bought a yogurt at the supermarket. And that's it. So I'm not even hungry. So weird. I honestly eat less on my bike tours than I do when I'm at home. My hands are all purple. What's that from? I have no idea. Yeah, I eat less on my bike tours than I do at home. I think I eat more at home just because I'm bored, whereas out here I eat because I need the energy. Shit, what's going on? Now I got red and purple on me. I have no idea where this came from. Look at my hand. Looks like I'm bruised. It's weird. I don't know. So, the reason I'm eating far from my campsite, obviously, is because the potential for bears out here is very real. Haven't seen any bears in Montana. I've heard about people seeing bears, but I haven't seen any. In fact, in all my years of bicycle touring around the world, I think I've only seen a bear 3 or 4 times. In the wild, obviously. I've seen them in the zoo, and that doesn't count. I saw a baby brown bear climbing a tree in California. I saw a baby black bear dead on the side of the road in Romania. It had been hit by a car or something. I saw what I think was probably an adolescent black bear in the state of New Hampshire, and it was on a road very much like this one that I'm on right now. It was kind of coming towards me down the road, and my campsite was very similar to the one I'm in tonight. So I didn't have my bear spray on me when I first spotted the bear. The bear spray was in the tent. So I turned around, I filmed the bear for a little bit, and it was coming towards me, and once it got close, I went back to my tent to get the bear spray. And then when I returned to the road, the bear wasn't anywhere to be found. And so I turned around, and this bear ran across the road like full speed right towards me, scared the hell out of me, and then ran off into the bushes kind of just a few feet away. So that's been my closest bear encounter ever. And then I saw a giant black bear, I mean absolutely massive, in Dinosaur National Park in the state of Colorado. This was years ago, but I was just coming up a rise on a dirt road like this, and there was just this bear, and he was digging in the ground like he was going after a gopher or something. And I interrupted him, and he darted off into the trees or whatever. So those are my 4 bear encounters that I've had, and thankfully I've never had a bear come up to my tent in the middle of the night or anything like that. That's honestly like my worst nightmare. but it's a real possibility. And I've never seen a grizzly bear in the wild. Not even from a distance. I've seen them at the zoo and they're freaking massive. I would not want to run into one just 10 feet away. Quick update on my legs. My right knee is doing pretty well. I think today is the first day it really hasn't hurt me much. And I didn't wake up in any sort of pain. My left leg, I don't know if you can see it, but I've got kind of like scabbing going on right now, and it's pretty itchy. And that was the main thing that was bothering me today, was just like my leg was really itchy and I keep wanting to scratch it, but I know I shouldn't do that. So yeah, my legs are doing okay actually. I'm doing a lot better than I thought I might on this particular bike tour, considering how I started. So oh yeah. This is my favorite part of the day, when I get to crawl inside the tent, zip it shut, and end. One of the great things about modern bicycle touring is this. On my early bike tours, pre-cell phones and everything, I used to carry like 1 or 2 paperback books with me, and I'd burn through those books in about a day or two, and then I'd have nothing to do. So I'd journal, I'd write down everything I was thinking, I'd make to-do lists of things I wanted to do when I got home, and then I'd be out of stuff to do. But with this, I have so much entertainment just in the palm of my hands. I have podcasts and books that I can read and movies I can watch. I downloaded a bunch of movies off of Netflix, so that's what I'm going to do tonight, is watch a movie and then probably listen to a podcast as I go to bed. So pretty cool that I can be out here in the middle of the forest watching Netflix. I like it. Anyways, favorite part of the day. Here we go.